Morning class, Professor Kev here. Today's student success tip is called the new barrier to communication. So what I'm seeing in class is your Apple AirBuds, AirPods, whatever they're called, headphones. More and more students relying on them. And it's killing your communication skills. I see it in class all the time. Students come in, they're sitting there, they're not talking. They're still looking at their phone like they were. But now you got the earbuds on. Nobody's talking to each other. And you do the dude handshake, the poop poop, but then you're just sitting there listening to music, whatever you're doing. It's killing your communication skills. Became an issue last semester. I had to start dealing with it more. And just, hey, you got to take them off and not just lift one up. You got to remove them, take them off, put them in your bag, take out all your buds so you're paying attention. Had one student emailed me. Now, I don't share my class notes anymore. Honestly, students were taking advantage of my kindness. Hey, Kev, I missed class. Can you send me the notes? And then I noticed a pattern where a few students really rarely showed up because they knew I would send them the notes. So I don't have to go to class and I get the notes that are correct. That's just creating a bad situation. So the student emails me, hey, I missed class. Can you share your notes? I'm like, no, I told you you need to make friends in class. Why didn't you do that? Why not? I can tell you why not, because you're the person that has the headphones on and you leave them on until I look at you and go, take off your headphones. You're not talking to any of your classmates. That was a choice you made. Now you have to deal with the consequences of that. And still never been friends in class. Didn't do well, unfortunately. Had another student, same thing. Just always had one apple bud in there. And I'm like, dude, you got to take that out. Well, I like to listen to music. It helps keep me focused. No, it didn't. First exam, barely passed, 25 points below the average. I'm like, dude, you barely passed, unfortunately. I know you think that, but you're wrong. Because I'll be like, hey, this is important. You should write it down. And you're just like, you're not paying attention to me at all. So the lesson here, class, when you walk into class, take out the buds, remove the headphones. Don't wait until your professor tells you you have to, because all that time you should be communicating with your classmates and building those connections so that when you miss class and you need notes, you know two or three people in the class, hey, Kev, can you send this to me? Because again, I had to stop helping because you were taking advantage of me. It's a courtesy class. Now, how would you feel if you asked your professor to talk to you after class and like, yeah, and they slapped their headphones on and you could tell they were listening to something else? You'd be mad, right? Same thing. There's no reason for you to leave it in. Like, well, I like to have it. No one's calling you in class. You're not going to take a call, and if you're listening to music, unfortunately, I know you think you have the ability to divide your attention. Me as your professor, when I look at grades and I see the lower grades, it's usually someone's got their buds in and they're listening to music or whatever they're listening to while I'm talking. It's just super disrespectful too. So again, improve your communication, take them out, communicate with the people sitting around you so that when something goes wrong, hey, I'm not sure about this. Well, I have that person's number. I'll text them, hey, is this due today? Again, always ask me, your classmates, but whatever situation you have, hey, I didn't make it to class. Would you mind sharing notes with me? Make sure you build those connections so that when you need it, you have it. But if you're sitting there with your headphones on, your buds in, and you're, bopping your head to the music, no one's going to talk to you. I know I see this on campus, I'm walking down the hall and you got your music on, and, I try to say something, you're taking your buds on, I'm like, so now I just kind of half wave, just whatever. But I'm not stopping to talk to you because the message you're sending by having these buds in, the headphones on, is you don't want to communicate. You'd rather just listen to music. And that's okay. That's your thing, whatever. But you're missing out on that chance to communicate. I see it before class while I was sitting out in the hall waiting for professor to finish. Almost every student's got some sort of headphones, earbuds in. Nobody's talking. I'll just listen to music. That's the time you should be talking, learning about each other. Hey, what other class are you taking? Learning to communicate. That's the barrier. And like I said, you sit there looking at it going, whatever, got his headphones on. Obviously, he just wants to listen to music before class, doesn't want to talk. it could be hurting your it's definitely hurting your communication skills, and in many cases hurting your grades. So that's today's share. Please, as soon as you walk in the class, just take them out. Be there for class, and don't wait for your professor to go, okay, take your buds out. I shouldn't have to say that. It's just common courtesy. But please, please be respectful. All right, that's today's student success tip. If you like the tip, hit the like and share button, leave me a comment. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you have a truly dazzling day.